On this holiday, we're bringing you stories over the next hour and a half from our communities in Pitt, Lenoir, and Onslow County. Let's start in Pitt County and head to Greenville. The Greenville community celebrated veterans and their families today, emphasizing those who head to combat and are not the only ones making sacrifices for our country. One of the hardest things a veteran has to do when returning home is readjust to family life, and that can take a toll on the entire community.
If you have a veteran you're dealing with, you can pretty much be sure that there's 4 or 5 or as many as 10 people around him or her that care about what's happening to that veteran.
Many veterans in Greenville are working to improve resources here to smooth out that transition. Hugh Powers Jr. was one of the veterans at Greenville's ceremony today. He served in 3 wars, World War II, Korea, and Vietnam. WNCT's Brandon Godner explains how veterans like Powers were not always celebrated.
Hugh Powers Jr. began serving his country at 14 years old with the Merchant Marines during World War II. As soon as he turned 18, he joined the Army, spending the next 20 years on active duty, traveling throughout the world and serving during the Korean and Vietnam Wars. He tells me there's no wartime memories that stand out to him. There is one when he returned home.
From the Korean War to the Vietnam War, you walk down the street and people would spit on you.
Powers says he's seen a change in Americans. I'll explain why tonight at 6. In Greenville, Brandon Goldner, 9 on your side.
U.S. Census data shows there are over 9,000 veterans living in Pitt County, and in Onslow County, there are over 22,000 veterans. That's where our coverage continues. In the military community of Jacksonville, honoring veterans is something done every day. Today came with a ceremony dedicated to remembering service members and those who are prisoners of war or missing in action. At the event, a table honored those who have not come home from war.
I think it's important that we both, the community and the base, understand the importance and significance of the contributions that those that have gone before have made.
After the ceremony, local veterans shared stories about their time in service. And while our service members return from overseas, some folks are urging a new mission on the home front. It's called Green Light a Vet, a project initially launched by Walmart. WNCT's Jacqueline Matter spoke with one wounded warrior who says he feels honored to know his community supports him and his fellow service members.
America's veterans are some of our nation's bravest and hardest working men and women, and it can be hard to show them the appreciation they deserve when back home and out of uniform, blending in with much of society. But you can support them by simply changing your light bulb, changing your porch lights or office lights to green. The movement is called Green Light a Vet. Meet Sean DeZern, a Jacksonville veteran who served 3 tours in Iraq and Afghanistan and is now a wounded warrior. Just last year, he was shot in the shoulder and knee in Afghanistan while supporting Operation Enduring Freedom. He also witnessed a close friend of his die next to him after he too was shot. For DeZern, he says coming home from numerous surgeries and seeing green lights on the porches of his neighbors means more to him than just a thank you.
The support, though, to go out of your way, change your bulb, put it up, to just say, this house supports our veterans.
And why green? That's because it's the color of hope, renewal, and well-being, something many service members hope to regain once back home from war. And with over 3 million people's support on the Green Light a Vet website, the organization hopes you too will help shine a light on American veterans. In Jacksonville, Jacqueline Matter, 9 on your side.
Happening tonight, we'll learn about a smaller war veteran who is currently living in Lenoir County. WNCT's Zora Stevenson will introduce you to a war dog. That story is tonight at 6. You can always catch up on what you've missed and find out about some deals and more by heading to WNCT.com. Find the stories that impact veterans under our Veterans Day tag.